Afternoon, everyone. I am jumping on here live, which I don't do very often, to be honest. The only times I jump on live is when I have to share something, and I am absolutely busting at the seams to share this today. So if you if you are there today, just jump on and say hello. Give me like a little comment or a wave to let me know that you're there. I'm obviously going to have my lovely puppy Lily join me for the conversation. But I really wanted to talk about today, and it's something that has just really been prevalent the last probably 4 weeks, really in my life a lot, and it's these 3 words: this is it. So I just wanted to share and speak on just exactly what this means and how this just came into my life again today. I have just put coconut oil on. You can lick that, can't you? Yeah, nice. And just to share how powerful our energy can really be. We have a chance in every single day to watch the words that we speak, to pay attention to our bodies somatically as to what they're telling us, whether or not we are closing off, whether or not we're shutting down, whether or not we're being affected physically by the things that are going on mentally and emotionally. And that's up to us to recognize it. We have to be really quiet in order to hear sometimes. A lot of the times we are so busy doing that we never pause to stop to actually tune in to listen to what it is that we actually need. And a lot of the times we don't pause to stop because we're too scared of what is going to come up from our heart, because there is stuff that we have suppressed and pushed down. And when we're quiet, what happens is all of the stuff that we have suppressed, our samskaras, I've spoken on it many times before, these samskaras, these impressions of the things that we've clung to and the things that we're trying to resist, they try to come up for us to feel them in order to heal them. So a lot of the times we find it very, very difficult to be quiet, to pause, to be still, because we're scared of what our heart is going to feel. Now, in what I wanted to bring into context today is the very guts of my book that I'm writing about, What's Your Language. It stems from the way we speak to ourselves, right? It stems from what's going on. So every thought that we have in our head, and this is not my teachings, this is from Michael Singer, every thought that we experience, because we experience it in our mind, we don't experience a thought in our heart. Every thought we experience in our mind comes from a vibration that starts in our heart. And if our heart is feeling a sense of low self-worth, or if our heart is feeling jealous, or if our heart is feeling shame or guilt or blame or judgment or criticism or jealousy, we are going to vibrate from that heart space up, because energy must travel up, to our mind space, a thought that is going to match that vibration, which you can obviously work out that thought isn't going to be a very positive one. So when we pay attention to our language and the words we speak, Rumi tells us the words we speak become the house we live in. And that is so true. I spent so many years in a shitty house in my head because I chose to mirror and reciprocate and continue to practice the same thing all the time. I was responding exactly the same. I didn't know that there was another way of being, because I practiced it so much to respond with self-hate, self-criticism, self-judgment, to always put myself down, to never put myself first, to always people please, to try and be a perfectionist. All of that kind of stuff became my practice. The words I spoke became the house I chose to live in. When we pay attention to our language, when we pay attention to what we can feel, and then what we think, and then what we speak. In that moment of paying attention, awareness, and observation, we shift into this space. We become the observer of what's going on. We watch these thoughts, we watch these feelings, and we go, oh, okay, I feel that, or I see that. When we can step away from that, we understand that the thought is not us. It is nothing to do with us. We have just made it personal. So when we understand that the thought that has come from the way our heart feels is nothing to do with us, it is a story we have made up, we can then separate ourselves from that thought, and then we then have a chance to choose again, right? So this is what brings me to this point today. These 3 words, this is it. This is it. Now, like you're listening to me now, we're doing this right now. I was just down at Redhead Beach with a friend of mine, and I was there, and now I'm here. This moment here is it. If we can have full appreciation and gratitude and almost this sense of curiosity, a sense of like, whoa, how incredible is this? In each and every single moment, even the moments that are shitty, right? Not going, this is incredible, just appreciating it. It's a moment and go, wow, like, okay, I'm in this and this is shitty, and that's okay. It's there. We are here to appreciate all the octaves and the tones of the heart. It plays a huge scale. We feel super high sometimes and we feel super low. We want to sit in this safe space. We try not to allow ourselves to feel the super lows because it hurts, because it's uncomfortable, because we don't want to go there, because it makes us feel pain. It is in the pain where we heal ourselves. When we allow that pain to come up and be like, okay, I feel it, it's an experience, then we're able to let it come up, let that energy come out. We will feel it. It will be uncomfortable. It will be unpleasant, right? We will probably want to run and numb from it, which is what we have done for so many years in the past. But the thing is, we don't want to suppress it again and again and again like what we've done. Because the more we suppress this pain that wants to come up, these energies, these samskaras, impressions, the more they are just going to suppress back down in our system. And when energy can't be released, what happens is it spins round and round and round in circles, and it will manifest as something physical, and we will get tired, we will lose energy, we will lack vitality. We'll wake up every morning and be like, oh shit, it's like Monday, or I can't wait till Friday. We will not be able to experience pure and utter gratitude because we are stuck in these low vibe feelings that we're trying to suppress, which is taking all our energy. So when we just allow, it makes things so much easier. We don't use as much energy and we just feel so much more vibrant. And when we are more open and we feel all this energy and vibrancy, and we really live in this moment and go, wow, like, I got to go to the beach today, I was here, I got to move today, I got to do yoga today, I got to sit and do nothing today, I had a really bad day today, all right, whatever, without judging it, without holding on to it, without clinging to it, without resisting it, we understand that this is it. Not when I have this job, not when I make this amount of money, not when I have this body, not when I look like this, not when I fit into this dress, not when I have this certain career with this certain car and this amount of staff and whatnot. It's now. It's now. You already have all you need. So if you keep basing your happiness and your success and your contentment on the external things that you are trying to fix internally, you're never ever going to be happy. You will always be searching for something to fill that gap, and you will find that you will try to fill it with shopping, with alcohol, with smoking, with drugs, with sex, with anything that is going to fill that gap, or constantly being busy all the time to try and fill the space, to not feel what's going on in those samskaras that want to come up and want to be felt and want to be healed. This is it. whatever you're doing right now, what can you find and be grateful for? So when we come into this place of gratitude, we freaking buzz. It was like me wanting to get in here today. I'm like, I had all this energy and I'm like, I need to speak. I need to talk because this is the real stuff. This is getting high. This is feeling good. This is waking up every day and going, fuck yes, I am here. I get to experience another day. I get to share my love with someone, right? We don't need anyone to complete us. We don't need to have a partner to complete us, but to share our love with someone is amazing. And we should share it first because we fully have this love and contentment and acceptance for ourselves that others want to be in around that. And we share that together, we grow together. We don't need anything outside of us to bring us that sense of happiness. Remember, we'll always be looking, right? I see it all the time. It's like even coming from 20 years in the gym and fitness industry. When I reach this 100-kilo deadlift, I'm going to be super happy with this. Or when I get 5 pull-ups, I'm going to be amazing. Well, what happens when you get 5 pull-ups, right? What happens when you have the wedding? What happens when you get engaged? What happens when you make a certain amount of money? Are you happy or are you searching for more? So I do a lot of physical practice. It's what I study, it's what I do. And movement practice especially has changed my life because my teachers in movement have taught me so much about the practice. It's not aesthetic, it's a feeling, and you get to understand this feeling of contentment in your body, of being totally okay with the messy pull-up, totally okay with the messy handstand, totally okay with falling out of half moon in yoga. And you laugh at it and you go, fuck yes, that was awesome. Because if we can do that in every single bit, not just in movement, but in our life out there, and we go, wow, that was an experience, that was amazing, you're going to be so freaking happy, it's going to blow your mind. So take with you today those 3 words. This is it. Notice if you're searching for something else to fill the space inside of you that is craving for something inside of you to heal that. So notice if you're running, notice if you're busy all the time, notice if you're filling your space with things and stuff to not be quiet, to listen. And it might be time to sit down with that, grab a journal, sit down with a sense of compassion and kindness and acceptance and an open heart, and to ask yourself the question, what is it that I'm unwilling to feel? So that it can then come up from a space of love, compassion, kindness, and you can honor that, sit outside it and watch it and go, what is it that my heart needs in order for my language to change? And that's it. When we understand that the thoughts vibrate from our heart space, we can then ask our heart space what it is that it needs. What kind of nurturing do you need, right? Do we need to slow down and look after ourselves a little bit more? Do we need to pay attention to moving our bodies in a way that serves us? You know, our bodies are our vehicle. We should look after them. They are the ones that help generate this energy for us so that we can move and breathe and play and just experience life as it is, you know. Let yourself feel all the shitty moments. Let yourself feel all the high moments, but don't attach to the highs. Don't push away the lows. Give them permission to be there. I see you. I feel you. It's okay. What is it that you need? Remember, this is it. It's up to us to pay attention to our language, right? The words we speak again become the house we live in. So as you go about your day, notice the words that you are speaking to yourself. Are they kind? Are they compassionate? Would you speak those words to anybody else that you love? Probably not. And if you wouldn't, ask yourself the question, what's going on in here for me to think that and speak that out here? So I hope you guys have a rad day. Thanks for jumping on. Again, I said I don't share it on Facebook that often, but I feel it in my heart space when I need to talk and get this out. And just writing this book has been such a process for me. And I was speaking to a friend of mine today. It's my own healing process, writing this book and going through it. And so many things are just cracking open as I'm writing, and things happen in my day and I'm like, fuck, you know, like don't ever doubt the hard work you put in. If the hard work is coming from your heart space and you are sharing what you love and you are doing what you love, and it's challenging and it's tough and everyone's telling you to do something else because that's what society wants, you keep following that heart space, because eventually, I promise, in time it will all come back to you, because that's how energy works. You just back yourself 110% and you go, what? This is exactly what, because you feel it in your heart. You feel it in your heart space when you're doing the thing that you are here to do, to give back and serve to others so that you can lift others up. And I promise you, in time, and when the time's right, it will all start to swing back in. So namaste everyone, you guys have yourselves an amazing day, and remember, whenever you're watching this is it, right now. Not when, not if, but now.